We're rolling.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We had fundraising. I'm AJ. This is Clay. Tyree. He unfortunately couldn't be with us. What is fundraising? Fundraising is the process of raising funds as for a nonprofit organization or political cause. Fundraising has many different causes. For example, a football team may raise funds so everybody on the team can have their own cleats. They can have more jerseys or things of that nature. Or a political figure could do fundraising so they could campaign and gain more money. And because we all know the more you campaign, the better chance you have of winning. So fundraising has many different causes and effects, but usually it's done to gain money for a specific reason so someone can be more successful in their organization.
Through all of articles that we looked through, like our scholarly articles and all the people that we talked to, we came up with like this list of like do's and don'ts, and this comes from all of them, like from things that they did, from things that they did wrong, from things that they did right. And this is a list that we got. I'm gonna go through them. Don't be greedy is one of the don'ts. Like, you don't want to ask for too much. Like, you know, there's a saying, like, if you ask for too much, you can persuade that person to get away from it. And like, if you keep asking for too much, you're not going to look forward to giving you anything. And do keep an open mind, which goes to don't being greedy. Keep an open mind of what they're doing, like of what they're going through in their life. If they have like some kind of family matter going on, like don't ask for so much at that giving time. Like tell them they can come back at a different time. Tell them that you're there for them. Do get to know your donors. Don't just ask somebody, like when I come with somebody like, hey, can I get some money from you to go to this thing or whatever. Get to know them. Build a relationship with them. If you build a relationship with them, it makes them want to give to you more. You don't want to give to somebody that you don't know more. Do bring your donors along with you. This just means keep them posted on what you're doing, whatever they're giving money towards. Like keep them posted on what's going on in the atmosphere or whatever. Don't take no for an answer. This goes to many different things, and when you're fundraising, it's pretty much big. You don't take no for an answer. If they say no to the first time, hey, tell them you'll come back, ask them again the next time, and just keep pushing it in there. Don't just ask for money. This is kind of like a big one right here, because when you're fundraising, of course, you're asking for money most of the time, but if they can't give money, you can say, how about your time? Like, can you come help us raise money for a cause? And our biggest thing, our main thing about fundraising was college game balls, and we specifically did it for this college. And these are all like the game balls that we need for every different sport: football, baseball, soccer, tennis, and volleyball and basketball. And we came up like with a bunch of different things for it to do. These are fundraisers that we came up that we can do here. So we got party like it's $19.99. And this is something that we can set up, like, you know, you can set this up in the gym, King Center, or wherever we can find a place to at. And basically you just sell raffle tickets, and, you know, we get in there, hey, exactly what you pay for. Like, it's $19.99, everybody have a fun time, they buy like raffle tickets. And at the bottom you can see we raised from about $750 to $1,000. This is just like a roughly estimated of what we could raise. And we got straight gold. This is where, like, so you know you got a whole bunch of family members. Everybody has gold in their house. Most people have gold in their house they don't even wear or use anymore. And this is something like we can ask people like, hey, go see if you can collect any gold, and we go turn this gold in, we turn it in for money. So this would be something that we can fundraise too. And this was kind of like a rough sketch to get, because you never know how much you're gonna make through gold. So we put like $250 to $5,000, because we can get a lot from that. And we got a ring athlete or a student. I feel like this one would be big for us. Even though it just said we raised about $500, I feel like we could raise a lot more than that. This is a state where you get like a bunch of athletes and a bunch of students who want to come together, and people from the community can come out and rent them, and they do like yard work and anything around the house they need, any car wash or anything. And we can raise about $500, but I'm saying we can raise more than that.
Okay, so another one of our big ideas was, I mean, this is all about game balls. Every sport, except for a few like swimming and stuff like that, like every sport we have needs balls for competition. And every year you've got to buy new ones. I know the football team buys 4 boxes of like 6 footballs every year. The basketball team probably goes through a ton of basketballs. The baseball team goes through hundreds of baseballs. Tennis team, and so on and so on. Well, we were thinking, you know, what happens to the balls after they get used? Well, I know for football, once they get worn enough, we throw them to the kickers, and the kickers kick them until they pop. And they just sit around and throw away. The basketballs, they sit on the racks till somebody takes them home, and then you never see them again. Well, we figured we're kind of losing money on that. So what we could do is say, like, we've got to use football. And after the Maryville game, which is a big rival game for us, we auctioned that football off. That football was bought for about $60, $70. Then it was branded with the ODAC emblem and Emory Henry College on it, just like every football we got. That's another $10, $15 to do. But with our support and our alumni, say we auction that football off in the tailgate field after the game, and we raise like $150, or more. We just paid for 2 more footballs for next year, and even more events. Like, because we have 4 game balls at the minimum for every game. We auction off 4 different ones. We're just rebuying our balls. We're not having to pay out of our own budget and stuff like that. Same with basketball. If we don't let people take them home and players leave them in their dorm rooms, and we auction them off to alumni, we can make money off of that and come back and just recycle the money to get more games. And another thing was, like, it's all about getting our alumni support, because it doesn't mean anything if we lose the first game of the season. We can't auction that ball off because the alumni aren't going to care for it. We've got to make it meaningful for the alumni. The Maryville game, the Hampton Sydney game, the ODAC championship, stuff like that is what we want to, like, key in for our fundraising.
This was like the auction off the balls and stuff for have our donors to have a keepsake, because we wanted them to have a keepsake of all the game balls that we had. So, like, besides even football, you can go to basketball, you can go to tennis, you can go to baseball. So, like, we give away, like, let's say, like, the first home run ball that would sit in the field, like from baseball, softball, we would auction that off. Basketball, 3-pointers, like whoever hit the most 3-pointers that game, or if they had like a game high, they can auction that ball off. So it's not just like so much of football, it's every sport that we can get money based off of that. And then once we get that money for that, that just brings in more balls you can get off. And it's like a cycle, like you can keep going with it. Like, it's like a tradition, I bet I could say you can start. And that's something we could do big here. There's our work site. That's it.
Yes.
As far as keeping tabs on when the balls were used and inventory, would you have somebody in charge of that? So you're not selling?
Yeah, I mean, like, you can say, like, just like somebody like on the sideline, whatever,
Like the ball boy?
You mean as far as, like, actually selling the game ball, or
Well, if I was going to bid on a game ball, I wanted to make sure that was the actual
Okay,
ball.
well,
okay.
how we do that is every game ball for every game is marked. So, like, the 4 balls we throw in for a football game, every referee
Got a tag on it.
puts a tag on it for every game. Like this year, for all of our home games, I made sure all of the referees put a 100 because it was the 100th year of football. And that was just something I did to take the rest personally. But every game ball had a 100 on it.
I think football could really sell them, but like other sports, like honestly tennis, how much is a tennis ball? Like footballs are pretty expensive, but like I'm pretty sure tennis balls aren't that expensive. They're gonna sell back for.
And this was more focused on the football because I'll be honest, what I've learned from being in college is that students, faculty want parking and alumni want football. I mean, that's how.
Like, you won't have to auction off a tennis ball, but like the revenue you can get from all those other sports, that just means you can buy more tennis balls for them to use or whatever, so they can get fresh ones.
But I mean, like, our alumni support here for like tennis isn't necessarily as big as it is for football.
Right.
But if you go to a D1 program, like if you go to UT Knoxville and you've got the game-winning ball that was hit in the national tournament or something, some alumni from UTK that played tennis was fantastic. It's going to pay for that ball.
So let's say coinciding with them, it doesn't have to be just a worn down tennis ball. It could be something that has meaning towards it, like a ODAC championship tennis ball. Somebody's actually going to pay money for that because it has meaning behind it. So although it may not equal up to a football, if it actually has meaning and something that's relevant behind it, then somebody actually may want to pay for a tennis ball or golf ball, whatever it may be.